life. Well, they're still hanging on. Oh, Lord. What's going on? Why are you really so sharp, like diarrhea? This way, please. Farewell, Earth. Just a little bit more. Is that really it? Of course. The journey truly begins now. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the DPLA channel. Today's video will be entitled Dristnya 2.1. Carefully taking previous mistakes into account, we will be redoing our beams for the concrete canopy. I hope you'll enjoy it. These are our guys now. Let me see. You won't believe it, but we poured all the posts here. This is our rotary mixer for testing purposes. This is exactly how it mixes. So we're redoing it in the opposite direction. It's a very handy thing. Unlike gravity mixing, it mixes much better because, well, it uses these two paddles. It's been repurposed from a Soviet sausage mixer. Powerful. There you go. Seryoga, how much does it mix at a time?
0.02.
0.02. 20 liters? Yes.
Well,
And you can gradually fill it all up. Well, it's convenient for us. For the experiment. Yes.
for the experiment.
We're going to experiment with concrete.
And we've already poured one beam, so now at this stage of the construction process, we'll pour another one.
So, gentlemen, basically, we've got the formwork set up again from scratch. We're using the same formwork, right? Yes.
Yes.
So, as you can see, this is actually made from Penoplex.
Penoplex, and did you cover it with putty or something? No, we covered it with putty.
Ah, so it wouldn't... Yes, that's how it is here. Reinforcement has been done. This is the kind of reinforcement we have. Reinforcement. This is exactly what it all looks like right now. This is one deck, which means it is a single level of the structure. That's how it is set up right now. And now, as we continue, we are moving forward slowly. Sergey, can you tell us about how much time do you think it will take to fill this beam in this particular area? Well, an hour or maybe even 20, but now he's at home, so to speak. And how much volume is in it?
0.675.
0.675? Well, that's fine. Approximately 0.7 cubic meters. Yeah, it's clear. Wonderful. So this is our second deck, as you can see here. Here are the embedded parts as well. And so on and so forth. Here, one finished product is already ready. How long has it actually been sitting here? Yeah, right.
Yes.
Now that's a whole different story. A completely different story. All right. In short, we decided to redo everything from scratch. We took our mistakes into account. The nuances of the mistakes, yes. Yes, Mikhail, tell us why we honestly called that stuff crap. What exactly turned out crappy in it?
Well, it turned out crappy because, yeah, there was too much water in it. We didn't add any mineral powder to it. We made a lot of mistakes. We followed the builder's advice just by taste. You have to do it properly, scientifically. But to make a truly proper dry mix, we're probably not ready for that at this point. We need a few more months to prepare. That's why we decided to use the one made under the careful supervision of the guys from Niche B specifically.
Yeah, so we basically took the mix. So what's it called again?
E100, let me check for you.
Right. A special one. Special one. By the way, how much does it cost?
18,000 per ton.
18,000 per ton. But we don't use that much of it. How much do we need for one column?
Altogether, we use a ton for this.
Yeah, basically, that's right. For both of these, you mean with the crushed stone? With granite?
Crushed stone.
How much mix do we use?
A ton.
So a ton of mix for our little project, that's it.
That's it.
So about the crushed stone, what did we end up using? First of all, we dried it, right? Okay, what about the filler?
For the aggregate, we specifically use high-quality granite crushed stone of 5 to 10 millimeter fraction for this project. We also bought 3 to 5 millimeter fraction, but decided not to use it here.
It's like there's not much dust in it, right?
Yes, really, it's quite clean, brought here to Moscow from Karelia.
And are you taking the moisture into account now at this point?
Yes, the moisture. It contains about a quarter of the water needed for mixing the solution. Because, well, it's winter, so it's pretty damp and doesn't have time to dry out. And
Are we using sand?
no sand, everything is already added to this mix. And
We just use the aggregate and that's it.
yes, and
Water. And there are no plasticizers in it, right?
it has everything in it. It contains a plasticizer, a super plasticizer, mineral powders, everything, absolutely everything, because the guys guarantee it's B100 strength grade, provided that no more than 60% aggregate is used.
Wonderful. Gentlemen, these are our super test mixers. Believe it or not, they'll pour the whole column in an hour and a half. Right now, because of the weather, it's a problem to start up the big mixer, and it's just unnecessary hassle. So we'll use this one, we'll test different mixes and so on. So it does about 20 liters, right?
35.
Well, 35 at most, but you can make about 20 liters with it. And we'll just pour it in gradually. This was made from a sausage mixer. These are pre-cooked. Something here has been cooked a bit more. We struggled and struggled, finally got it done. Everything's ready. Now we're going to pour it in. Well, let's show the pouring process. Here we go. And how long does it need to be mixed? You need to carefully and thoroughly mix it for 2 minutes. It stings, and it really stings. See, it's actually really pretty fluid, just as you can tell.
Slop, a type of wet soft food.
New property. Its consistency is kind of like glue, thick, sticky, and slow moving, almost as if you could use it to hold things together. Yeah, it's really that viscous, so much so that when you try to pour it, it barely moves, just like a strong adhesive. It really will be just like B100, just as you remember it. And you didn't even pour the cubes, did you?
We did.
Well, we'll just pour it by hand like this in an hour or an hour and a half. I'll have it all poured. Here goes the next one, as expected. Everything's being carefully measured. We're just mixing everything together.
That is absolutely fine with no problem at all.
Does it interfere? No.
I'm sorry, but I can't turn it up right now because the voltage is currently too low for it to work properly. And can you tell me why this is happening?
It doesn't work. Doesn't it trouble you at all? At all. Doesn't it bother you?
There is not enough power, it stops. Oh, crap. Well, crap.
Did I say that? Or maybe it would be easier to install a faster one or not.
Although there are just two, as you can see,
Minutes endured. Don't you want to switch the reverse back and forth using a time relay perhaps to make the process a bit easier? Hey there, how are you doing today? Well, let me think about this for a moment. So, gentlemen, here is the finished product. I have to say it's pretty good. It really rings. But we've already cast the cubes and we'll be sending them off to the lab for analysis. By the way, I want to thank everyone for all the useful advice and not just for saying everything is crap back and forth. That's how it is here. Just like that. Here are the outlets for the studs. Just like everyone explained. Very good. No pores, no delamination. Here it is. Just like this, like this, like this. Just like that. There's a broom lying here. That's what was used to turn it over. And here are the insides like this. Here are the holes for the studs. Well, overall, everything's fine. Everything's pretty good, I would say, at the moment. That's the kind of little pine we got. And here's the pour for the second one, the formwork for the second one. There's a crazy amount of rebar here. Maybe we even overdid it. It's a shame for the machine. We can use this formwork a few more times. And this is our mix, the mix from the guys at Nice HP. Here's the second part of the structure. Here's the second part of the structure. This one turned out kind of dark too.
Mikhail, do you have a hammer to tap it?
The sound. I wanted to hear the sound, yeah. Hey Mish, give it a tap. That's the kind of thing we've got here. Well, I just like the sound.
well, let me think for just a little moment.
All right, we'll send it to the lab. Here are our cubes. How long have they been sitting here already? Hamek, please take it in your hand. How long has it been sitting? A month? All right, we'll send it for crushing. Let's see what happens. This time we didn't add fiber. It's probably not really needed here anyway with this kind of reinforcement, right?
Yeah, we've got it reinforced very densely.
These are for the studs, these are for the studs, holes for the studs. Well, yeah, basically, actually. Guys, we do listen to advice, but only to genuinely good advice. If it's just like, everything sucks, go redo it, you don't know anything, idiots, that's not helpful either. But truly good advice is actually useful to us, and we notice it ourselves. Of course, it probably wouldn't have fallen apart, but it would have looked pretty bad, to put it mildly. But now we'll see. We'll send the cubes for testing and see for real. But you think it'll turn out to be like B100, right?
I think that, but worse than B80? Unlikely. We don't use much formwork. We're saving. With B100, it's too much, but I think it's not worse than B80.
We'll see. All right, we'll have an honest test.
Yeah, and now we'll also pour cubes from this batch.
Uh-huh. And have you tried pouring anything thin from this? Anything at all?
Thin? No, a bit later. We'll pour this now. It'll dry, space will open up, and then we'll pour it.
All right, that's it. We'll try different things for the countertop, like ETD and so on. We should consider it.
We want self-compacting mixes. The guys from NISB said they'd help and advise us, because right now we're pouring it with regular mix.
Of course, yes.
from Niche B said we visited them. They said they'd help with self-compacting B60 concrete. We're making this from their mix, but for ourselves, the thin stuff and everything else, we'll use B60 under their supervision. Well,
All right.
I like it. How the mixer works, and I'll show the dosing. Yeah.
I'll tell you now, what we need is to come up with our own stuff, our own concrete nonsense. We'll start testing it bit by bit. We'll just launch the steam curing unit. We can speed things up, right?
Yes.
Well, the strength will be a bit lower, but we can speed it up. How long does it take with steam curing? Maybe 3 or 4 days.
Yes.
Well, that's good. All right. We already have that 15 kilowatt one, so we can cover it properly. It even has a proper cover. You just throw some sacks on top, some burlap, and that's it.
He goes to get the cover.
All right, good. Let's do it that way. Okay? Here we have it. Please get to work. There's a little hedgehog. Do you understand what you're doing?
Yes. Little parts. Oh.
Let's see. What's this? Where does this go?
For Gleb. Ah.
So this is for Gleb's prosthesis. And what's this? Brass or bronze? Bronziac.
Bronziac.
For bronze prosthetics, is this what it is? No, it's some kind of bushing for the patient, of course. And what is this? And like this, do you mean?
That's it, but it's not finished yet.
Yeah. Listen, they're sharpening it exactly. Good bronze, non-ferrous metals. Come on, tell me something exactly.
Hey, well,
Well, you should start working right now. Masha, move your face away from there.
Each and every one of us, all together. We are adopting all the best things in Pakistan.
Oh, your old school mustaches are working, right? Yes. Well, let me think for just a little moment. Then, at that particular moment in time, after that, as a result, like this, neat and precise. Misha doesn't like plates. He prefers some kind of homemade sharpening tools. And not cleaner. Yeah? It's easier.
to achieve cleanliness.
Well, maybe. Here, we've got mustaches like this. Somehow the y-axis fell off somewhere during the move. Damn it. We really need to put in another one. So here, guys, let's just say kind of... Hold on for just a quick second, all right? A bit of a mess here, as always, but we're slowly sorting it out. What? What did you want to ask? This is the top plate. And what kind is it? Is it perfectly flat or like this?
Class 2.0. Class 2.0.
Top plate, and as you can see...
It's a very flat surface, as you can clearly see. And what's the tolerance on it? How much is it? Don't hit it.
1.5 hundredths. 1.5 hundredths on here.
There's a noticeable bump here, but everything else around it is completely flat. Right around this bump can be marked. And what is this called? It's a prism, isn't it?
A prism, yes. Basically, it's for calibrating everything. Well, we check and measure the machine bed with it. I like to make a coffee table like this so you could slide cups across it.
So tell me again, is this the flattest plate in the world?
Well, not in the world. It's a surface plate. It's basically a flat surface. You said it has a deviation of 1.5 hundredths along the diagonal.
1.5 hundredths. In this area, there's a bump of 1.5 hundredths. Everything else is flat.
How flat is it? Is it unmeasurable?
Well, everything else varies within 0.5 hundredth.
Here it's 1.5. There's a big bump right around this stone.
And what caused it to form? Just like
You know, we didn't get to it, but they said that right around this stone, there's a big bump.
By the way, is it Chinese or domestic?
Soviet.
Well, Marshall, you won't even notice 1.5 hundredths. And
Is there any dirt there?
well, there is some dirt.
Yeah, I mean, it falls from this one.
The dirt is key. The dirt, yeah, you can measure it with your hand, less than 1/100 of a millimeter.
Really?
Yeah, you can feel it with your hand.
With a finger meter, right?
Yeah, with a finger meter.
Oh, well. The roughness especially, yeah, the roughness. Marshall, can you imagine you can feel roughness with your fingers that's less than 1/100 of a millimeter? With your own fingers.
A hair is 5 hundredths.
What?
A hair is 5 hundredths.
Well, that's how it is. They just basically pull these out. Keep hammering, keep hammering. So, folks, we're carefully tapping the wooden plugs back out with a hammer now. This is the finished thing. So dark, so incredibly pretty. it doesn't work. If you're not going to knock it out, you just dissolve. Homemade, delicious, fresh, and crafted with care. Slide hammer. Well, that's it. These were stoppers to prevent the tablet from getting in, and holes like this along the stud. So, Mikhail, could you perhaps tell us in a bit more detail why it turned out to be such a mess before, and also elaborate on what exactly we've changed this time? Last
time we tried to make highly workable and strong concrete the simple and wrong way, with a lot of cement, but we chose the components incorrectly to increase plasticity. We didn't add mineral powder to it. The super plasticizer and hyper plasticizer were not suitable. This time we took a somewhat simpler approach. We used a ready-made B100 mix and poured it, adding 50% granite to make it cheaper. Of small fraction, yes, 5 to 10.
So here's what we have right now. This is actually the latest pour that we showed you. It hasn't completely dried yet, right?
Simply and absolutely beautiful.
Nice and even. That's the kind of console we ended up with, really. Soon we'll start making more, and we'll try thin-walled concrete with fiber in the upcoming steps. That's it.
This one we actually did ourselves. It's thin-walled concrete, and we'll be mixing the self-compacting concrete ourselves now. The helpful guys from Nizhby gave us some really useful tips, and now we can confidently mix the blend ourselves. We're quite proud of how it turned out. All the necessary mineral powders, plasticizers, additives, everything has been purchased. Because we're ready to mix the right blend ourselves. Well, for now it's B60. Well,
So, gentlemen, subscribe to the channel and give us a like. All the best. See you soon. Yeah, we'll just polish it up a little bit, and it'll look really, really nice. And this one turned out even prettier, but for some reason the color is different.
it'll get just a little bit lighter.
It'll lighten over time, okay? Like how Dad used to work. From under the big, colorful circus dome where the magic happens.